Hi everyone, it's Miss Elizabeth from the Crown Point Community Library. Today I'm bringing the library into your home with American Girl Club to Go. American Girl Club to Go is a monthly program where kids can learn about American history through the lens of the American Girl line of dolls and books. This month we're learning about Kit. This bag will be outside the Crown Point and Winfield locations the same day this video comes out. In the bag are supplies to make our game and craft, as well as a recipe card and information about Kit and the time she lived. Kit lived during the Great Depression in the 1930s in Ohio. During the Great Depression, a lot of people lost all of their money and lost their jobs, and times were very hard for a lot of families. Kit's family was no different. So this month we're going to make things out of items that you could find around your house or things that would be left over from something else. First, let's talk about Kit. This is the book Meet Kit. It's available at the library, as is Kit's entire series of books. Here's what Meet Kit is about. In the early 1930s, most of the news about the hard times is about the hard times of the Depression. So Kit Kittredge writes her own newspaper stories, reporting on everything that happens at home. Like the day Mother invites fussy Mrs. Howard and her son to stay with them. Soon the news gets worse. Dad loses his business and they might lose their house too. Then Mother gets a brainstorm that just might turn everything around. So that is a little bit about the first book in the Kit series. So this month we're going to make a game to play and we're also going to make a craft. So first I'll show you how to make the game. You'll have a bag that looks like this in your bag. If you didn't get a bag, this is a game you could still make at home using things that you already probably have or could get. First, you need 4 popsicle sticks of any size. These are kind of bigger, but you could use littler ones. You could even use ones from Real Popsicles. You just have to eat 4 popsicles first, or eat 1 popsicle with 3 friends. And then you can use anything for your game pieces, any little thing, a bead or some stickers, a pom-pom, little toys, anything like that. In our bags we have little stars. There's 2 different colors. I laminated them so that they'll stay good a little longer, but anything will work if you're making this out of supplies from home. So you can take your popsicle sticks, you could paint them, you could color them, you could cover them in stickers, you could leave them plain. Whatever you want to do, it's your game. You could make it a themed game. You could make it look however you want. So you just lay your popsicle sticks down and put glue right about where you think that your popsicle sticks will cross over to make a tic-tac-toe grid. I'm just using a glue stick. White school glue would work. If you don't have any glue, you could probably wrap string around it or tape it. I'm sure there's lots of ways you guys could figure out how to do it. Spread those apart a little bit. And then just stick it down on there right where you put the glue. Try not to run glue all up and down the stick because then it would be sticky and hard to dry. So you just put glue like right here. And that's it. Popsicle stick tic-tac-toe. And then you have your game pieces. And you just put them down. Red goes, then blue goes, then red goes, then blue goes, then red, then blue. That's it. So that is our waste not, want not game. There you go. Push this off to the side, and then I'm going to show you our cool craft. So during the 1930s and the Great Depression, they didn't really have money to make party decorations or decorations for their house even. So we're going to make a tissue paper flower. The only thing you need from home that's not in your kit for this is if you have a stapler, grab it, and then scissors as well. If you don't have a stapler, you can still make this, not a problem. So say Kit's mom got a new fancy dress with some extra money they had and there was tissue paper left in the box that came in. They might be able to use that tissue paper to make this type of flower. So you should have 5 or 6 pieces of tissue paper in your bags. So stack them all up. See, I've got all mine here. And just stack them all up. Take it, fold it about like that. fold it right over, make a nice sharp crease. And then flip it over and fold it the same amount down. This is called an accordion fold. And then flip it over and fold it again. And flip it and fold it. Flip it and fold it. So now, kind of looks like this. It's folded all the way down. This is where your stapler comes in handy if you have it. Just take a stapler and about halfway down, right where my finger is, either use staple or have an adult staple right down the middle like that. It just holds it together a little better. If you don't have a stapler, you can just wrap your pipe cleaner. You should have a green pipe cleaner in your bag. And just wrap it around the middle like that. Doesn't need to look too pretty. Nobody's going to be able to really see it. Take your scissors. If you don't have scissors, you could even do this without rounding the corners. And just skip this step. But I like to round the edges, cut all the way through. Just round it as best you can. Cut, 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 cut. And there you go. So it's going to look about like that. And then you start at the middle, the top middle. So not the part with the stem coming down, but the other end. And you very gently pull your tissue paper forward. It kind of looks like that. So it doesn't look like much yet, but they get real pretty real fast. And then do the other side. Just one layer of tissue paper. You have to be very, very gentle so it doesn't rip. But if it rips, just keep going. You'll probably be able to hide it. It'll still look beautiful. And I'm going to do this side. You can even experiment, like, what would it look like if instead of rounding the edges, you made it like a triangle on the edges, or if you left it plain. So if you have tissue paper at home, you can make lots of different flowers that look lots of different ways. And you just keep going back and forth. I've got kind of a weird layer there, that's okay. It's still gonna look good. And just keep pulling those layers back. So it's really starting to look like a flower, see? A nice craft to decorate a party with. You could save it and put it out in a vase for Easter's coming up, or put it in your bedroom just for fun. You could give it to somebody as a gift. Be a nice bright color for springtime. And just keep pulling them up. And they'll go up less and less far each time because there's so much in the middle. Dropped it. Pull up that last layer. So that's what it looks like from the back. And then just fluff it up a little bit. And there is our pretty red flower. So that's our crafting game for this month. There's also a recipe in your bag for one of Kit's favorite treats if she had a little extra money. And I bet it's a treat you like too. It's a vanilla milkshake is what's on our recipe card this month. So thank you so much for joining me today. Join me again on Wednesday, March 10th. We'll be learning about Nanea and her life in Hawaii in the 1940s. Same thing, there'll be a video up. Our bags will go out in front of the Crown Point and Winfield Library branches. You can visit the library Pinterest page to learn even more about Kit and life in America during the Great Depression. And always visit us at crownpointlibrary.org for more great virtual programs. We can't wait to see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.